I've had a few conversations about Spelljammer for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition lately, mainly over whether or not a person can effectively run a 5th edition Spelljammer campaign using the material that's already in 5th edition. And you know, I think there's absolutely enough material already in 5th edition to run a Spelljammer campaign with minimal homebrew. So let's use this video as an opportunity to review the Spelljammer content 5th edition already offers, and how you can bring it into your home game.
We're in a place that was only rumored to exist. A place of legend. Wild space!
The two most important elements for Spelljammer are flying ships and the magical helms that power those flying ships, allowing them to go into wild space and beyond. As long as you have rules for these two things, you can have an effective Spelljammer campaign. For ships, we need look no further than Ghosts of Saltmarsh. Appendix A from the 5th edition Super Adventure provides all the official rules we need for implementing ships from the Age of Sail. And there is nothing more Spelljammer than galleys and long ships and sailing ships traveling from world to world across the open void of wild space.
Wild space!
As for proper official spelljamming helms, on page 297 of Dungeon of the Mad Mage, we are given official stats for something called the Helm of the Scavenger. But make no mistake, this item is a stock standard major helm suitable for any Spelljammer campaign. And its stat block even provides rules for the basics of space travel. Where does your air come from? How does ship gravity work? How is the ship controlled? It answers all of these questions for you, which means all you need to do to get your Spelljammer campaign started is combine the ship rules from Ghosts of Saltmarsh with the spelljamming helm from Dungeon of the Mad Mage. The ship is an easy one, since most D&D campaigns may involve sailing at some point. And if you know your players, then chances are good you already have some strong ideas based on their player characters, so run with whatever feels most natural. The spelljamming helm can be a little more tricky because it is a legendary magic item in 5th edition. Of course, you could always have the players inherit or otherwise be gifted a helm. They could also steal a helm, either from someone deserving or someone undeserving. They could find one in a dungeon somewhere. You could even have your players buy one, which flies in the face of what 5th edition usually says about legendary magic items. And this is because spelljamming helms are made by one race and one race only. A race of blue giants who some call the Arcanae, who others call the Mercane, and who just so happen to be a race of merchants with a merchant-minded hive mind. And yes, I know it's pronounced arcane, but saying it Arcanae is my way of keeping things clear for people who struggle with homophones. So if the player characters have the coin, or enough coin for the first of several very reasonable installments, they could always bump into one of the Arcanae and buy their very own helm fresh off the lot. Once your players have a ship and a helm, all they need to do is slap the helm on the ship, and off they go into wild space.
You'd better brace yourself, it may be a bumpy ride.
And if all of that sounds surprisingly easy, it is. Wizards of the Coast wanted people to be able to play Spelljammer campaigns in 5th edition, and sprinkled everything we need across a number of books. In fact, there's even more official material I'm going to cover for you in a second video, which will show you how best to implement the races and backgrounds of Spelljammer in 5th edition. So if that sounds cool, please remember to click the subscribe button and the little ringy-dingy bell so that you're alerted when the next video comes out. And I'll see you in Wild Space.